And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We are talking Ferrari chaos after John Elkin, the Presidente of Ferrari, has come out and kind of lambasted the drivers. In short, although not a direct quote, he's pretty much said, shut up and drive. So no doubt, we will obviously get to the shut up and drive in a bit, but, it's back. On this day in Formula One, the 11th of November, Armistice Day in the UK and other places across the world. However, also what happened on the 11th of November, 1926, a trailblazer, can't even say that, a trailblazer was born. Maria Teresa de Filippis. I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but in an era where racing was dominated by men, still is in terms of drivers, she dared to break the mould. She began her career in Italian sports cars, quickly earning a reputation for bravery and blistering speed. Now, in 1958, she made history, becoming the first woman ever to start a Formula One World Championship Grand Prix for, and it was a big works make, Maserati. She raced against legends like Fangio, Moss, proving she had the courage and talent to belong at the very top. Though her F1 career was short, her impact enormous, opening the door for future female racers. She was fearless, fast, and she's going to forever be remembered as the woman who started it all. And speaking of Italian teams, this happened the other day. So, he's pretty much said, I believe in his own tongue, we'll get it to the interview in a bit, some Brazilian Grand Prix fallout. He said, we have drivers who need to focus on driving and talk less. John Elkin, Ferrari chairman, 2025. Okay, this is what he said.
Brasile è stata una grande delusione e se guardiamo il campionato di Formula 1 possiamo dire che da una parte abbiamo i nostri meccanici che stanno di fatto vincendo il campionato con le prestazioni.
Last I heard they were behind Mercedes, Red Bull and McLaren, but carry on.
Che hanno fatto con
they're putting in good performances. Okay.
Se guardiamo i nostri ingegneri non c'è dubbio che la macchina è migliorata. Se guardiamo
the car has improved a bit. What is this guy on? I mean, I don't know. He had some. I don't get it. Has he had some crazy cabbage or something? I just don't understand.
Il resto non è all'altezza e sicuramente abbiamo dei piloti che
we have the drivers who need to focus more and talk less,
che parlino meno e che abbiamo davanti a noi ancora delle gare importanti ed abbiamo dei piloti che è importante che si concentrino a guidare, che parlino meno e che abbiamo davanti a noi ancora delle gare importanti e non è impossibile ottenere il secondo posto e questo è l'invito più importante che dal Bahrain è proprio la dimostrazione di quando la Ferrari è una squadra. Noi vinciamo. Il Brasile è stata una grande delusione.
I mean, come on. He pretty much is saying just shut up and drive, isn't he? So yeah, absolutely. We have drivers who need to focus on driving and talk less. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, spicy. So, according to Corriere della Sera, John Elkin's message was apparently, once again, massive grain of salt, aimed at Lewis Hamilton. The honeymoon was already over, but now it seems a falling out. Despite the multi-year contract, Elkin is disappointed performance-wise. Certain attitudes, mistakes, and lost chances. Yeah, mistakes, absolutely. But if you have a car that's not very fast, you're going to push more and maybe make more mistakes. I'm not trying to defend Lewis Hamilton because he's very silly. But what was interesting, hours after that interview was made almost like public and blew up in the news, Hamilton tweeted this: I back my team, I back myself. I will not give up. Not now, not then, not ever. Thank you, Brazil. Always. Was that taking aim at Mr. Elkin? Leclerc came out and said, a very difficult weekend in Sao Paulo. Disappointing to come back home with nearly no points at all. For the team, in what is a critical moment of the season to fight basically for second place. In the Constructors' Championship, it's uphill from now, and it's clear that only unity can help us turn that situation around in the last 3 races. We give it all, as always. Yeah, I mean, the drivers do give it all. The engineers, not so much. If I'm honest, I mean, come on. Now, what's interesting is, obviously, social media has blown up about this, defending, I think, really, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. Because you can't, I mean, look, this guy, he's come out. And if we look at the F1 Championship, we can say on one hand, our mechanics are effectively winning the How? Can he do maths? Can he? No, clearly not. And then he's got, our mechanics are effectively winning the championship with the performance they're putting in. I mean, obviously he's bigging them up. Particularly, they're not. They built a rubbish car. They got the floor hideously wrong, and they're making still some of the worst strategy calls. Oh, John Elkin. I mean, I don't know. Is he watching 2004 rather than 2025? I don't know. They are doing our pit stops. We look at our engineers. There is no doubt the car has improved compared to the competition. Not really that much, if I'm honest. If we look at the rest, it's not up to standard. So we're talking about the drivers. Possibly the cook, the cleaner, the candlestick maker, the coffee guy. Because he's not mentioned. He's not mentioned like they're world class, obviously, has he? I digress. But yeah. Oh, Mr. Elkin. So after that, this is what somebody has come out and said, which I think is which is interesting. So the problem is the drivers, John Elkin. Your tenure as CEO has been so successful, you can't keep throwing the World Driver Champion drivers in a mid-card. Basically, putting champions like Lewis Hamilton, or maybe even future champions like Leclerc, in a mid-card and expect a different result. Do better. And this is what it means. Ferrari under John Elkin. 8 seasons, 160 races, 15 wins, no championships, 3 victoryless seasons. Okay. And the drivers you used to achieve that, John. Kimi Raikkonen, Sebastian Vettel, Carlos Sainz, Ollie Behrman, obviously, one time, Charles Leclerc, and Lewis Hamilton. A who's who of, let's be fair, very good F1 drivers. Kimi Raikkonen, world champion. Sebastian Vettel, a world champion. Lewis Hamilton, a world champion. When you put them all together, I mean, you're looking at what? A dozen? I'm not very good at math. Lewis has 7. Seb has 4. So that is 11. Yeah, Kimi Raikkonen has 1. A dozen world champions in terms of experience. And you can't do it, John. You can't do it. What is going on? There's too many politics at Ferrari. And this is the thing. People have been saying this time and time again. And I completely agree. Another one. Elkin, Ferrari haven't won a world championship in 18 years, but it's your 8-time world champ, a potential world champion in the making, operating at an extremely high level. That's the problem. I mean, look, you're out of touch. You're out of touch. You're out of touch. Yeah, I think he is. Very much so. So this is one of the many stories. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton need to focus on driving after this double DNF. We all see what he came out with. And heading to the Brazilian Grand Prix, Ferrari sat second in the constructor standings. Mixed sprint qualifying, Leclerc and Hamilton starting the sprint race from 8th and 11th. I mean, not respectively. While the drivers were able to convert this into 5th and 7th, both, I mean, Lewis an amazing start, Leclerc not too bad as well. It was not enough to keep Mercedes and the Brackley squad at bay. And unfortunately, for the Fred Vassar-led team, the weekend continued nil points, sadly, in the race where Mercedes was Leclerc started P3, Mercedes were at P2 and a P4 with a double DNF. Hamilton had a nightmare race. He said himself, I've been living it for a while. The flip between the dream of driving for this amazing team and then the nightmare of the results we've had. Partly Lewis to blame, partly the team, and I include the car. The ups and downs, he said, it's challenging. Tomorrow I'll get back up. I'll keep training. I'm working with the team. I really wanted to get them good points this weekend. It will come, hopefully. Now, I mean, the biggest thing is if the 2026 car is going to be a disaster. I surely hope not. Hamilton issued a pointed statement, though, following incendiary comments from the Ferrari president. He said, I will never give up. That's the tweet we're talking about. Fresh from having watched the 7-time F1 World Champion, together with teammate, was offered advice by John Elkin when the Ferrari appeared at an event in Milan on Monday. Fresh from having watched Ferrari's World Endurance Championship squad, run by AF Course, win the title at the 8 Hours of Bahrain, Elkin said Ferrari wins when it is united. As the WEC results have shown us, when everyone is together, great things can be achieved. Completely agree. Absolutely. And then he completely undoes that by slagging his Formula 1 team off. Not united. I mean, hypocrisy? Yeah, probably, John. We've obviously gone through the speech, but sources have suggested that the comments from Elkin are intended as a motivational spur for the team. I get it. I don't know. It's both retired. I get it. I mean, let's just hope Ferrari have a really good Las Vegas. Let's hope Ferrari have a really, really good Las Vegas. I'm going to leave it on this. It makes me a bit angry, actually. Can't you tell? So, if you made it to the end, give us a big fat subscribe. If you're not, that will give us a massive smile. But you just watching this video is more than enough for us. We're not worthy. Thank you very much. We will speak to you soon. But above all else, stay safe.